Hello ladies and gents, Jack here from Peach Guitars. Welcome to another video. What I'm going to do is introduce you to the Epiphone Prophecy series of guitars, but before I do, let me remind you to leave a like, comment with your thoughts when this is through, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. Okay, now I open that up with the term rather exciting, and I don't use that lightly, in fact. When I heard about this revision to the Epiphone 2020 line of the Prophecy series, I was kind of perhaps a little bit underwhelmed in my own thoughts. I thought maybe this would just be more of the same that we've seen from them in the past. The Prophecy series, for those who are unaware, has always been Epiphone's kind of more contemporary line, where they like to experiment with traditional guitar shapes and body styles that they have, but just push them forward in a more modern direction with more modern pickups and usually longer necks, more frets, all that sort of flatter profiles and stuff like that. So I kind of assumed that would be it, but I'm very happy to report that just having spent a bit of time playing 4 of these guitars and trying to put them in as many different kind of musical situations as I could imagine them being used for, I'm actually very impressed, and let me explain why. So what we've got here are 4 different body styles. Obviously I'm holding the Les Paul. To my right is the SG. You've got the Xtura, which is its kind of takeoff of the Explorer across with the Futura model, and the classic V up there as well. So it's 4 timeless designs, and what they've done is create a uniform look to all 4, which I really like. So all 4 of these guitars feature more or less the same kind of specs. I'm going to run you through those quickly. You've got mahogany wood bodies with mahogany necks. These really nice flame maple tops, which are available in a few different finishes. I've got 4 of them here. This is Tiger Red, Tiger Blue, Tiger Purple, and yes, you guessed it, Tiger Yellow, I believe. Very simple formula there. You've got an ebony fingerboard on all these guitars, which is topped off with a mixture of an abalone and pearl fret marker inlay, which, a nice little detail, is colour matched to each of the finishes. So that's quite a nice little touch as well. You've got the classic Epiphone headstock design with the custom diamond inlay. You've got locking Grover tuners on all these guitars, you've got Tunematic bridges on all these guitars, and then to top it all off, the thing that I've found most exciting, these pickups. So you've got Fishman's Fluence set of pickups in here that are proprietary to Epiphone for this Prophecy series. So Fishman, if you're unaware, basically changed the way that pickups are made with their Fluence series. Rather than using traditional magnets and coils, they basically have imprinted circuit boards that give you basically the most exact voice of pickup that you want to have. With Epiphone in conjunction, they've created the voice for these pickups threefold. So by default, you've got a rather modern sounding, contemporary, loud, powerful humbucking tone, which is a really nice tone actually. Sometimes these higher output pickups can get a little bit muddy sounding. That's not the case with these pickups. What you've also got via the 2 tone controls on this guitar, you can independently switch each pickup into a second voicing, which emulates that of a kind of late 50s PAF voicing. Now again, that could be considered heresy to approach that term with a pickup modelling sound. I think it actually gets pretty close in terms of the vibe of a PAF in having a more open tone, a slightly brighter, clearer thing. And it's just a really useful voicing to have at your command, because to go from a really kind of heavy, high gain metal sound with those higher output pickup tones to just backing off the volume and going to more of a PAF voicing, it actually makes this a lot more of a dynamic instrument than you might expect. You also have, over here on the volume controls, individual coil splits. And what I've found is that when you engage these, they bypass the PAF voicing and they go to a third voicing that Fishman are dubbing a California single coil voicing. So 3 different voicings. With this Les Paul with 4 individual controls, as I say, you have control for each pickup, though with the other guitars where there's just 2 controls, you have the tone control activates the PAF voicing, and the volume control, when you pull that up, activates the coil split. So it's nice and simple, it's just a little bit more elaborate on the Les Paul, gives you a few more options. So to try and summarize what I just talked about with the different voicings, I wanted to just record a really simple, clean section where you're going to hear each of the different settings that I talked through on the bridge pickup and on the neck pickup, and a little bit of the in-between sound as well, so you can hear the tones as I'm using them. So that's the electronics covered, which I think is kind of the heart of the guitar, but there's a couple of other standout features. The neck on these Prophecy guitars are super comfortable. It's a kind of satin finish, it's very slim, it's kind of a slim taper profile that actually flattens out the higher up the neck you go, so when you go up to play lead lines up the top, it's a little flatter, it's a little more comfortable than when you're down low for chording, where it's a little more rounded. And you've also got this extended neck carve heel as well, so it's very easy to get up to those 24 frets that are on these guitars. In short, this is not a Les Paul or an SG or an Xtura or a V for just a modern guitar player, nor is it just for a vintage inspired guitar player. These can genuinely cover a lot of sonic ground. I think the aesthetics are pretty cool. They're fairly kind of ambiguous. You could use them in a multitude of different contexts. This doesn't scream modern metal, to me at least. I think you could actually get away with using this for a whole different bunch of styles, and tonally as well, the pickups are going to facilitate that for you as well. So to try and give an example, or many examples of what these guitars are capable of, I've experimented with some different tunings today. So you're going to hear E flat tuning, D standard tuning, drop C tuning, and all the tones are coming through the Orange Rockaverb 100. I've got a couple of pedals on the floor. I might boost with an exotic EP booster occasionally, and you hear a bit of reverb and delay from a Line 6 HX effects, which is in the effects loop. And I'll also use the clean channel to give you those clean examples I talked about. So, simple rig, but just by changing the guitar and changing the playing style and utilizing the different voicings, I hope you're going to appreciate there's many, many sounds to be had from each of these Epiphone Prophecy guitars. So there we are, folks, a bit of a brief overview here today, but colour me impressed with these guitars. I think they do a great job of exactly what they set out to do, but in the way that they've done it, they actually achieve a lot more than a lot of people, including myself, I'm ashamed to say, originally expected of them. So if you want to find out some more information about these guitars, and indeed if you want to check out the full range of different colours on each model, then click the link in the description and head to peachguitars.com to do so. We've got quite a selection at the moment, but I'd be quite quick because I do think that given the price point of these guitars and the performance that they offer, I don't think these are going to be sticking around for too long. So if you want to be in with a chance of getting one, then head to the website as quickly as you can and secure one for yourself. So that's it, folks. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure you please leave a like and comment down below with your thoughts on these guitars. And if you haven't done so already, please ensure that you hit the subscribe button, which would help us out, and it means that you don't miss out on any content from us in the future. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon.